Errol Spence Jr. says he looks to get Shawn Porter out of here early on the night of that fight, but he did admit that Shawn Porter is going to be tough as hell. Y'all stay tuned. Errol Spence Jr. says he's extremely excited about the opportunity to fight for that WBC belt and win and beat Shawn Porter. He says that he's very confident that he's not only going to beat Shawn Porter, but he's going to look to end the night early. But one of the things that he said that I want to talk about in this video is that he understands how tough Shawn Porter is, and he said this is going to be a tough fight. What up, fight fans? Gym Boxing family, this your boy Get a Mic. Welcome back to the channel, man. This might be the last video I drop today before I probably do a live stream tonight. But anyway, you know, there was a lot of stuff going on yesterday at the Charlo fight. Errol Spence Jr. was in a whole bunch of interviews talking about a whole bunch of stuff. So I kind of wanted to cover some of the main things that was said. And one of the things that he said that was interesting, you know, he talked a little bit about, you know, the whole Shawn Porter saying he was jealous because he was on TV. You know, he talked about how, you know, they offered him the job first, but, you know, because of all the research that job required, he definitely wasn't down for all that, and he turned it down. And, you know, he talked about how he make more money than Shawn Porter, how Shawn Porter can't sell, and he can probably sell out in his hometown better than he can. And, you know, it was a lot of stuff that Errol Spence Jr. said, one of which he said in one of these interviews that I thought was very, very interesting. I had to grab that out and talk about it. Was that he says he understands how tough of a fight Shawn Porter is. He's not looking past Shawn Porter. He says Shawn Porter is tough as hell. Okay, and the reason why I picked that out and the reason why I wanted to talk about that is because me personally, I've been saying this all along, that Shawn Porter is going to be an extremely tough fight for Errol Spence. Okay, Shawn Porter is tough for anybody. I made, you know, multiple videos talking about it, how he just doesn't lay down. And, you know, there's a lot of people out there that begs to differ. You know, a lot of people feel like this fight is going to be easy work. Shawn Porter's getting up out of there 5th round, 7th round, 8th round. A lot of people feel like it's going to be some easy work, man. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because Errol Spence Jr. himself, you know, although he's confident, you know, he's oozing with confidence. I see it all around him. Although he looks to end the night early like everybody want him to. But one of the things that he's saying, though, is that he understands that how tough of a fight this is. And I feel like that kind of goes along the lines of what I've been saying this whole time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think I'm crazy for saying that this is going to be a fight is going to be a good fight, very competitive. But, I mean, it came right from Errol Spence's mouth. He admits to himself that this is going to be a tough fight. So y'all can't look at your boy Get a Mic like I'm crazy for saying that. Like I said before, I believe Errol Spence Jr. beats Shawn Porter. I think it's going to happen, but I don't think it's going to be easy. You know, I think he has the advantages. I think he has the strength advantage. I think he has the height advantage, the reach advantage. He's probably more technically sound. Obviously, he's a more technical boxer. So he has these advantages. I look for him to control the fight versus Shawn Porter. I think he's going to make it, you know, his fight. You know, he's going to walk forward and try to throw the jab out there. He's going to try and test Shawn Porter's chin. He's going to try and test him to the body. But, you know, Errol Spence understands that Shawn Porter is going to come bring everything, you know. He understands that Shawn Porter is coming head first, you know, elbows first. He's coming throwing, you know, swinging hooks and throwing the jab. He's using feints. He's jumping in and out. He's moving around the ring. He's coming in, tackling people. He understands how tough, rough, and rugged Shawn Porter is and how freakish of an athlete Shawn Porter is. You know what I'm saying? So for him to say that out of his own mouth after a lot of these fans out here saying how easy this fight is going to be just shows that a lot of people don't really know what they're talking about in boxing. And I think a lot of people are just extreme fans of one way, and they can't see it both ways. You know what I'm saying? But you have to really look at things from every aspect of the fight. You have to analyze, you know, every aspect of the fight. Now, I will say this, right? Errol Spence is extremely impressive. You know, the way he boxed against Mikey Garcia was extremely impressive. The way he got Ocampo out of there in the first round, impressive. You know, you're supposed to get your mandatory out of there. He's impressive body shot. There's a lot of things that Errol Spence Jr. does impressively. I interviewed Deontay Wilder very, very briefly at the Spence-Garcia fight. Deontay Wilder believes that Errol Spence is the #1 welterweight at 147. He says he's the best welterweight at 147. So everybody, believes in Errol Spence. We believe that he's real deal. So I want everybody to understand that, if he stops Shawn Porter in impressive fashion, and gets him out of there, because I don't think Shawn Porter's ever been stopped before. I think he's only been down really once officially. So if he was to stop Shawn Porter in impressive fashion, do you know how impressive that's going to be? Do you know how real deal he's going to be looked at? You know what I'm saying? So I think what we got to do is understand how the competition is, understand how tough of a fight Shawn Porter is, for that way if Errol Spence stops him and does it in a good fight. Because that's another thing I was saying too, even if Errol Spence stops Shawn Porter in impressive fashion, I guarantee you the fight is going to be somewhat competitive before the knockout. You know what I'm saying? So I think the fact that Errol Spence says that Shawn Porter is a very tough fighter, or he says Shawn is tough as hell, I think that just goes to show that what I've been saying, over the past, few months, and maybe years, talking about Shawn Porter, it is true. You know what I'm saying? I'm not bullshitting. This dude, he's a real deal. He's not the best fighter. Some people call him second-tier fighter, so on and so forth. I personally would like to see Shawn Porter be more accurate with his punches. I would like to see him, because I feel like he's strong and I feel like he should have more knockouts. He should show more power, but I think he's just not that accurate of a puncher. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's going to have a good camp. I think he's going to be on Errol Spence all night, and I think it's going to be a good fight, man. So anyway, y'all stick around for this quick highlight video. This your boy Get a Mic. This Jim Box, and I'll be back with much more content. Y'all enjoy.
There we go. Don't stay here. Keep it moving. Oh, this. That's when you don't know what's going on. Dude. You don't know what's going on. Dude.